And this is Ken Kreitzer at Integrated Marketing Week by the DMA, and I have a chance to talk with one of the speakers, Ashu Garg from Foundation Capital. Gave a nice talk this morning. And Ashu, you really built on the point of how tech spending is going to be an important part of overall marketing spending, and that's going to grow over the coming years.
Absolutely, thank you. Fundamentally, I believe that technology spend by marketing organization is going to grow tenfold over the course of this decade. It's going to grow from being roughly $12 billion a year to over $120 billion a year by the end of the decade. And this is really being driven by the fact that there are fundamental changes in consumer behavior, as well as a shift in value from context or media to audiences, and shift in value from humans doing a lot of the work to actual automation and software driving business processes.
And you said the importance of return on investment, but tracking the results of marketing campaigns and what the financial return will be.
So CMOs who want to have a seat at the big boys table are going to have to be able to tell their CEOs and CFOs that when I spend $1 on marketing, I get $1.50 back, or some number larger than that dollar in revenues elsewhere. And they have to be able to connect the dollar they spend to the $1.50 of revenue. I think that is a prerequisite to having a seat at the big boys table.
Absolutely, and you talked a little bit about the importance of programmatic media buying, how it's going to really become dominant over the next 10 years. Why is that so?
So media is one of the largest, actually the largest line item of spend for every marketing organization in the world. And yet it is bought and sold by hand in a manner that's archaic and goes back 40, 50 years. I think over this decade, all media will be bought programmatically. Doing it will enable tracking at an individual user level. It will enable tracking at an individual item level. Every single ad can be tracked. And that combination of tracking and reporting, coupled with the efficiencies in the buying process, will drive programmatic.
Ashu Garg, how can people find out about Foundation Capital?
Go to foundationcapital.com.
Thank you, sir. Great to see you here at Integrated Marketing Week by the DMA.
Thank you very much for having me.
Ken Kreitzer for CBSI Services in New York City.